pebbles plucked from the ether, thrust into the rapid moving river of life. Imperfect as we are, we strive to go deeper. The waves that are created ripple through progress and strife. And though our struggles most will never ever perceive, yield not 1 inch till Father Time bid us to leave. If you are having difficult thoughts, please call 988 or 911. Again, that's 988 or 911 to get help. Thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome once again to my channel, Stop Effing Killing. I'm your host, the MOD, also known as the Method of Delivery. Before we get into today's topic, please like, share, and subscribe if you find anything that resonates with you. So, today's topic is don't leave. Again, today's topic is don't leave. Do not self-delete. Now, I understand that this topic may be very sensitive for some viewers, so viewer discretion is advised. I'm going to start out with a story. There once was this officer who got a call about a self-deletion. The officer, he goes to the call, and as the caller stated, there was a woman who had taken her own life. She was found by her daughter and her daughter's husband. Now, the thing is, this officer, this wasn't the first time that he'd gone to this type of call. Yet and still, he was curious about this particular one. You see, the thing is, as he walked through the house, he saw these pictures, photographs all over the refrigerator, the walls, of happier times in this woman's life, of vacations and boats and trips and all these other things. But yet, here he was, in her final time on the face of our planet. He saw the final expression on her face. Having never known this woman, having never met her before this day, and that expression, that moment, that call has lived with him his entire life since then. And so the thing is, we are all like pebbles in a pond. We're born in the ether, we get thrown into the pond, and our entry into the pond creates ripple effects. And I am a ripple effect of that call. And that is the thing. The thing is that the actions that we take, we don't know who they affect. There is no telling how negatively this woman taking her own life affected her daughter, or her son-in-law, or even her neighbors, or any other members of her family. She'll never know because she's not here with us. According to the CDC, every 11 minutes, someone makes that very decision to take their own life. Every 11 minutes. According to the CDC, in 2023, over 49,000 people decided to make this decision. And self-deletion doesn't only affect adults, it affects kids as well. Even though it's a small amount, a small number of kids, any child that decides to take their life because of trauma, home situations, bullying at school, any child that makes this decision is one child too many. And according to the National Institute of Mental Health, children take their lives most of the time at home. Percentage-wise, most of the time a parent's there. They either take their life by hanging, and in second place is firearms. And in a prior video, I talked about safe storage of firearms so that these types of things could be avoided. Now, when you talk about mental health in children, according to Economic Crimes, they have an article talking about how this current administration wants to delete the help that is provided to the LGBTQ plus community, to include kids, through the 988 system? What type of country are we that we don't want to provide help to those kids and teens that are at risk? According to the Trevor Project, in 2022, this very service helped over 1.2 million people, 1.2 million kids, 1.2 million teenagers, 1.2 million people who were reaching out for help. And that help was provided to them. But this administration looks at it as discretionary spending. Now, there are, professions that are high stress, whether they pay well or not, they are high stress professions. I mean, law enforcement, I've known several officers that have taken their own lives. The military, it goes without saying, many of them, see combat and they're put in stressful situations every single day. Doctors and pharmacists. You can find out all this information and more at cdc.gov, as well as the National Institute for Mental Health. I'm going to put links to several of these articles down in the description. In closing, I want to talk about 6 things that you can do to take care of yourself. And I'm calling it the self-care 6. Number 1 is take care of yourself first. Understand this. If you're sick, if you're ill, if you're unwell, whether that's physically or mentally, your job will replace you. Your job will go on. It doesn't matter if you work in the private sector, if you work in the public sector, it doesn't matter. These organizations, regardless of how good, you think the job is or the benefits or any of this other stuff, if you pass away, they will continue on without you. That's number 1. You have to take care of yourself first. Number 2 in the self-care 6 is look after your health, whether that's physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally. Do not associate or hang around people that are toxic. Toxic people, and they could be family, they could be so-called friends. Toxic people are some of the worst individuals to be around. They're like vampires. They drain your soul. They're always, speaking down to you, talking negative to you, telling you what you should and shouldn't be doing. Get rid of those people. Number 3, exercise. It's well documented that exercise is a stress reliever. If you're on an exercise program, keep on it. If you're not on one, start one. If you need to, consult with your physician or professional about starting an exercise program. But a healthy body helps with a healthy and a strong mind and a spirit. It's never too late to start exercise. Number 4, avoid excessive stress in your professional and personal relationships. Everything, if you're alive, everything has a stress component in it. But excessive stress has negative effects on the body. Things like migraine headaches, stomach aches, some people's hair falls out. There are just all types of negative effects from this stress. So it may be time for you to find another job if you can do so and provide for your family. It may be time for you to push away from that relationship that is no good for you. Number 5, live in the now. That's all we have is now. The past is gone. The past has passed. Learn from the past. Learn from your mistakes. But live in the now to shape the future that you want to have. That's all we can do. We can't change the past. The only thing that we can do is change the habits of today that can shape our future in a positive way. And finally, last but not least, be you. Just be you. Be the person that you want to be. Don't do things for everybody else. Don't major in, this subject in college because everybody wants you to, be that person. Don't drive a certain car because the neighbor drives a certain car or your relative lives in a certain neighborhood. The thing is, you don't know how people have gotten the things that they've gotten. Maybe the people that are, on these social media apps and, that evolve in your personal and professional life, maybe they're struggling just as much as you, but they do a better job of covering it up. The fancy clothes, the fancy cars, the jewelry, the big houses, the exclusive memberships to these different clubs and things. Yes, on the surface, it looks like they're successful, but in reality, they're not. It's all a facade. So just be you. Just be you, regardless of sexual orientation, regardless of religion, regardless of social economic status. Just be you. That concludes our discussion for today. Thank you for listening to my channel. And remember, if you need help, please dial either 988 or 911. And above all else, remember, there is no you, there is no me, there is only we. And we must stop the effing killing. Thank you and have a safe day.